I was 25, living in Boston, working as a paralegal at a busy law firm. My days were long but steady, good benefits, supportive colleagues, and enough savings to dream about maybe traveling or going back to school myself one day. Life felt balanced. Then I met Jacob at a mutual friend's birthday party in Cambridge. He had this quiet charm, kind eyes, and big dreams of becoming a software engineer. He was working part-time at a coffee shop while taking night classes at community college. We clicked instantly. We talked for hours about everything: books, future goals, the kind of life we wanted. Within months, we were official. He made me feel special, like I was his biggest supporter. When he got accepted into a 4-year university program in New York, but worried about the cost, I didn't hesitate. "We're in this together," I told him. I believed real love meant lifting each other up. I took on a second job waitressing evenings and weekends. I moved us into a smaller, cheaper apartment so we could save every penny. I stopped buying new clothes, skipped girls' trips with my friends, and told my family I couldn't visit as often because we're building our future. Every semester I paid his tuition, books, laptop upgrades, whatever he needed. When he stressed about exams, I'd stay up late quizzing him, even after my own long shifts. I remember one night after a double shift, my feet aching, I transferred the last of my emergency fund to cover his registration fees. He hugged me tight and whispered, "You're my hero. Liv, I couldn't do this without you." Those words kept me going through the exhaustion. I pushed my own plan to take the LSAT and apply to law school further and further back. After he graduates, I kept telling myself, then it'll be my turn. My savings account dwindled. My friends started worrying, but I defended him fiercely. He's going to make it big, and we'll both be okay. As Jacob got closer to finishing his degree, things shifted. He spent more time on campus, more time networking with new friends. He started talking about big tech companies in California and how he needed to position himself after graduation. I felt the emotional distance growing. Date nights became rare. When I tried to talk about our future, maybe getting engaged or moving together, he'd change the subject or say he was too stressed. I ignored the knot in my stomach. I told myself it was just senior year pressure. One weekend, I surprised him with a home-cooked meal after paying his final semester fees. He barely ate. He seemed distracted, checking his phone constantly. I felt unappreciated, but I swallowed it down. I had given so much. I couldn't let doubt ruin everything now. Graduation day was supposed to be our victory. I sat in the audience, tears in my eyes, watching him walk across the stage in his cap and gown. I had paid for nearly every part of that degree. I clapped the loudest, my heart full of pride and relief. We did it, I thought. That evening, back at our apartment, I had a small celebration ready. Cake, balloons, his favorite takeout. But he came home quiet. He sat me down on the couch and said the words that shattered me. "Liv, I've been thinking a lot. Now that I've graduated, I need space to focus on my career. I'm moving to California for opportunities, and I think we should break up. This relationship feels too heavy right now." I sat there stunned. I reminded him of every late night, every dollar I sacrificed, every dream I postponed for him. My voice shook as I asked, "After everything I did for you?" He looked uncomfortable but firm. "I'm grateful, but I need to grow on my own now. You'll be fine." He packed a bag that night and left for a friend's place. The door closed softly, but it felt like a slam to my heart. I cried on the kitchen floor until morning, surrounded by the untouched celebration cake. The man I had supported through years of struggle had leveled up and left me behind. The weeks that followed were some of the darkest. I felt used, foolish, and completely drained, financially and emotionally. My savings were nearly gone. I had to pick up extra shifts just to cover rent. I called my mom sobbing, and she drove up from Philadelphia to stay with me for a week. No lectures, just quiet support and home-cooked meals. I started therapy and joined a support group for women who had given too much in relationships. Slowly, I began rebuilding. I applied to law school programs again, this time for myself. I reconnected with old friends and started saying yes to things that brought me joy, like weekend hikes and painting classes. One morning, I looked in the mirror and saw a different woman, someone resilient, wiser, and no longer willing to disappear for anyone else. I realized my worth wasn't tied to how much I could give. The right person would never make me choose between their success and my own peace. The hardest lesson? Love should be a partnership, not a one-way ticket where you fund someone's dreams only to be discarded when they succeed. Real love celebrates your growth too. If you're watching this and you've ever sacrificed your time, money, or dreams for someone who didn't value it, please know you're not alone. You deserve reciprocity, respect, and a love that lifts you both up. Drop a in the comments if this story resonated with you. If you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for sitting with me through my pain and my healing. You being here means more than you know. Until next time, protect your heart, invest in yourself, and never forget your worth. See you soon.